Hey everyone, Eric here. In today's video, I'll show you how to install both Visual Studio Code, a very popular IDE for just about everything, and the Java JDK. To begin, you need to go to this website in your browser. I've included the link in the description below. At first, I was like, wow, a bunch of documentation about Visual Studio Code. Yeah, no thanks. Then I started skimming through some of the language-specific pages listed over here and, well, my head pretty much exploded. Yes, this is Microsoft's section for documentation, but it's also documentation on how to download, configure, and use development environments for specific languages. So, without further ado, let's see what they can tell us about Java. Look at all of these topics under Java. It covers, in a somewhat generic way, I admit, so many topics I would want to know about if I were new to Java or new to Visual Studio Code or both. We'll be covering the Getting Started section just to get you going with a functional Java IDE. However, I would strongly suggest you read the remaining sections as they will at the very least point you in the right direction on so many useful topics. Okay, so let's click on the Getting Started section. And we are literally just going to follow the page here, starting installing the coding pack for Java. I use Windows 11, so I'll be clicking on the Windows link here. Once the download finishes up, I'll just start the installer from within the browser. Click on the I accept the terms in the license agreement, if it already hasn't been checked, and click on the Next button. Which brings us to the Configure Components screen. You can see we have listed required components which have not been installed yet: the JDK, or Java Development Kit, and Visual Studio Code. Then they list the actions that will be taken, which is basically download the required components and install them. It really doesn't get much easier than that. Click on the Install button, and we have a progress bar letting us know where we are in the process. Click on Yes to allow the app to make changes to our device. And click on the Finish button. Visual Studio Code will start automatically and we can see what we have so far. Alright, go ahead and choose a theme. I'll stick with the default of Dark Modern. Awesome! Look at all of that extension goodness that was just added to Visual Studio Code. While that is a lot of Java support already built into our IDE, there's one more extension I want to add. So, type in Java Snippet and click on Code Generator for Java. As you can see in the details sections, it does a fair amount of typing for us. Let's go ahead and click on Install. Now let's go back to the Explorer tab. Click on Open Folder. I'm going to navigate to Documents and create a new folder called Source. And then click on New File here, and type test.java. We'll start with an empty test class. And as I start to type public, you'll see a snippet show up for creating a main procedure which we need in order to run the program, so I'll click on it. And there you go. Now let's add a print line, and again you'll see some suggestions pop up. I'll add the obligatory Hello World. And click on the Run button. Click on Allow. And there you go. A new terminal window opened up and you can see the output from my Java program. I really love how Microsoft created these docs on how to set up Visual Studio Code for so many of the most popular languages, along with some direction on best practices. And it's all free, which is awesome. I would definitely encourage folks to at least glance through the remaining pages in the Java section, as there's a lot of useful information. If you found this content useful, it would sure help out the channel if you would give the video a like. I cover all sorts of technologies, including software development, hardware support, and software tools. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and have a great day.